You and I are polar opposites. I'm pretty sure Skylar's watching that one.
I read the manga.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know. Good job. I think the anime is solid. You know how at the very bottom of the pages when you're reading on Shonen Jump, at the very end of the thing, it says like next chapter on March 17th. Well, it says final chapter coming in 2 weeks.
So it's done.
It's done. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Life is Daijoubu, episode 102. Today, we are back into our book club, anime club episodes, and we will be talking about Asobi Asobase around the halfway point of the show. So look forward to that. That was a nice Thane pick.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the full 12 episodes with spoilers, so get excited, I guess. Look forward to that. But of course, before we do that, we have always want to talk about some seasonal anime, and we have a hefty amount of news because we didn't do it last week either. And so I kind of just quickly gathered everything from the past month, basically. This probably isn't everything. I probably have missed some stuff. And I've also didn't get little summaries for any of these because there's a good amount. We would be here for the full hour doing the summaries. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started into that. Yeah. So the first one we have is the story of Someya. Someya? It's probably Someya. Someya. The story of Someya, my classmate in a college seminar, was an AV actress.
What?
The full thing. So it's the story of Someya, my classmate in a college seminar, was an AV actress, which is weird that it says, so then if you cut out the middle, it's the story of Someya was an AV actress. That doesn't really work, but regardless, that is the title. That's what they had on the internet. That's getting an anime. Do you guys have any ideas about any of that? What that was?
I'm gonna say anime original.
No, it was a manga.
It's a manga.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you know it?
No.
No. Okay, next up we've got. This one was weird because the Japanese name was super long, but the English name is actually a lot shorter. It's From Overshadowed to Overpowered.
Sounds like a freaking light novel.
I'm gonna say manga.
Well, this is a weird one. I'm going to count you both correct.
It's a mixed media project.
Oh, it's not mixed media. It's not that cool. It's on the website, it listed it as an adaptation of the manga, but the manga is an adaptation of a light novel. So I don't think they're. So if the manga does anything different from the light novel, I guess it's gonna follow the manga rather than the light novel.
Is it like Shangri-La Frontier, where it started as a web novel but then went straight to manga? You know how web novels usually get light novel adaptation of a bunch of stuff?
And they just jump right to manga.
Shangri-La Frontier, instead of doing the light novel, just went straight to manga.
So I didn't know about that. I had always thought Shangri-La Frontier was an anime original. I didn't even know.
No, it's based off a manga, technically.
The more you know. All right, next up, we have the Sato life of Rose the Witch. And Rose has a little... on the E, it's got the little...
Rose.
Is it Rose, you think?
Yeah, Rose. I think that's how you
I'm gonna say
pronounce
manga.
it. Manga?
Yeah, you guys are right. It's manga. Next, we have the Duke's son claims he won't love me, yet showers me with adoration.
Light novel.
Light novel.
Oh, come on, guys. It's just you're wrong. It's a manga, but how dare you? Long title. It could be a manga too. Very rude of you
It
guys.
was just the right amount of words where I'm like, hey, it could be light novel.
Okay, next we have books bought with tax.
Manga.
Manga?
Yeah, it's a manga. We have fungus and iron.
Sounds like really cool RPG, but I don't think it's an RPG. It's probably a manga.
Manga.
Yeah, it's a manga. This one I do remember. It had like a cool picture, like the cover picture, where you know how like they do those like really like high fantasy stories in manga, and they have like their cover art make it look really, really like almost gritty to a point, but like
Yeah.
I can't even think of an example. Probably like Sentenced to Be a Hero would have something like that.
Yeah.
That's what this looked like, but it was just a big mushroom. Like a forest or something. I don't know. Next is Skull Dragon's Precious Daughter.
Manga.
Manga.
Yeah, it's a manga. This one is one word. It's just called Bless.
Manga.
Manga.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. It's a
all
manga.
Mangas.
I got nothing fancy to say about any of these. These are good anime adaptations, by the way. If you don't remember what we were doing here, just listing off random things. Okay, this one was a weird name. It's JM, but in between the J and the M, there's like arrows pointing both directions to the J and the M.
J to M.
I maybe it could be J to M, but it would also be M to J as well, because the arrows are back and forth. They got arrows on both sides.
Is this a clothing brand?
That's yeah. Honestly, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Manga, I guess.
It's not a clothing brand thing. It is a manga. Skyler was right. You were close though. I think you were close. I don't think it's anything about clothes, but I did like that idea. That sounds. It's like H&M.
Yeah.
Next is encouragement for job hunting in dungeons from a new game.
I'm gonna say light novel.
That's a light novel, probably.
No, it's a manga.
Oh.
Dang.
It's got weird like quotations in weird places. I don't know why. It's because it's like "froma" is in quotations. It's weird. Next is so what's wrong with getting reborn as a goblin?
The light novel.
I'm
Everything.
gonna say manga.
Yeah, it's a manga. It could have been a light novel. I don't know. This one didn't say anything otherwise. The last one we have is Junket Bank. Junket.
Manga.
That sounds like a manga.
Yeah, honestly, all of them were mangas this time around. I was surprised with having this large of a list that every single thing was a manga. That's why I had to slip in the whole manga light novel one. That was kind of like both. But yeah, of all of these, I don't remember very many of them, just from the half second that I looked at them when I saw that they were getting an anime adaptation. But I do remember the fungus one. I think the J and M one, the J arrow M one was, I think, a romance, and that one probably was going to be okay based on like the art from what I recall. And then honestly, the So What's Wrong with Getting Reborn as a Goblin, that one's, I remember that one's artwork also being like, okay, yeah, this one could be okay. The Sado Life of Rose the Witch, I remember that one had good artwork. And then The Duke's Son Claims He Won't Love Me but Showers Me with Adoration. That one also. But that one's very like what's the genre where they do like the villainous stuff in? Villainous stuff. What is that called? Like the pompous lady, rich lady.
Ojo-sama?
Ojo-sama? I don't know. It's like not what they are, but like the genre of stories.
Just a josei.
A josei?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I don't want to say it because I don't want to be wrong and sound dumb. Okay, I think this one just looks like a josei kind of story. And it has that very similar art style.
Yeah.
That's it, though. That is our huge list of animes that are going to be releasing in the next couple years that were announced in the last 2 months. So before we move on to talking about the season, Thane brought it to our attention that next episode is actually the winter 2026 season review. It's kind of it snuck up on us a lot.
It's time for a winter 2026 anime season review.
You do the clap. There you go. It snuck up on us because we did all the past episodes we've been doing haven't been normal episodes, so you completely caught us off guard. But that's what we'll be doing next episode. So without further ado, let's quickly talk about some of our seasonal stuff because we really haven't talked much about them at all this entire time.
Yeah, we haven't.
So if there's anything very specific you want to jump out and talk about, then by all means go for it. And I want to talk about what the heck is it called? Okay, I remember. It's called You and I Are Polar Opposites. I'm pretty sure Skylar's watching that one.
I read the manga.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know. Good job. I think the anime is solid. And the reason why I want to talk about it here is because I don't know how much I will actually be talking about it on the actual review, because it's good and it's a fun show to watch. But and I do watch it weekly. It's one of the shows that I actually like. I make sure I watch weekly. But there's at least 3 other shows that I do watch weekly that will probably be placed higher than it. So I figured we'd talk about it here. First thing to note is that the dub is really freaking good with the show. It's really, really solid. They did a really good job of casting as well as directing these voice actors to portray these characters in a very, very, I want to say real way, but is that how kids talk nowadays or something like that? I have no idea. They're kind of weird. Huh?
Authentic.
It does feel very authentic. That's a lot better word. I appreciate it. It's essentially a story about a gyaru kind of girl and like a loner kind of quiet boy. Episode 1, they start dating, and like the whole show is just them dating and
navigating a relationship.
And then their friends also have their own relationships with other people. It's really, really fun. That's about as much as I can say about it. It's just a really fun time. And like I said, the voice acting's really kind of carried to the point where last week they didn't release the dub for the new episode, and I was really disappointed because I didn't watch it. So I had to wait a whole week when they were simuldubbing, which is why it was weird.
Yeah, I wonder why they missed.
Yeah. Anyway, what's something you guys want to talk about?
I think the death game in JJK right now is pretty hype.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that.
Probably the most experimental I've ever seen a shonen be animated. Then again, this is probably the most experimental a shonen has been in general.
There was a specific scene this season on JJK where I was like, wow, this is incredible. And it's shot from like a weird angle. There's just a TV lighting up a room and 2 gamers are just talking for a minute.
Yeah, as I mentioned that scene, it's just where they're standing and talking.
Yeah, I don't know why, but just watching that scene really hit me.
It's very unique. It's like, hey, what if we take one angle and just have 2 characters rotoscoped in animation style, just have them talking.
And it's a very important scene too. Yeah. Like what they're talking. Anyway, JJK it's really good, dude. Like I said, the death game is really fun. So
it's called a culling game.
The culling game. Sorry,
it's just another word for to
kill.
Yeah, kill people.
They can't call it the killing game. That's already been used somewhere before. Thade, what's the show you want to talk about?
Let me pull out my brain. Hold on. I want to talk about JoJo, but it's not out yet as of recording this.
Did it get delayed or something?
No,
or
it's the planned release date is like sometime this week, whereas we're recording, because it's Netflix. And you know what Netflix does? Drop them all at once.
Oh, that makes sense. So
instead, I'll talk about Fate, Strange Fake, and it's literally a show for Fate fans, because I had to look up several things. Like, wait, who's this character? Oh, it's from this obscure thing. It's basically just people who enjoy Fate stuff.
Yeah, I was also watching that. I think I got about 4 or 5 episodes in and realized the same thing, that this is a show for Fate fans.
Yeah.
And I ended up dropping it because I just didn't really care about any of the things that were happening. They didn't introduce the characters well enough for me to care about them. And because I'm not already a fan, the only one I liked was Gilgamesh. I'm like, dude, Gilgamesh is my goat. But that's it. That's all I remembered from Fate.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the animation's really freaking good in that show. It's really, really good. So if you just like fighting and a good animation, that would work really well.
The best thing is the animation. It's high quality.
Yeah.
But you have to pretty much have an index if you're not a fan.
I Googled a lot.
Because as soon as they mentioned Dead Apostles, I'm like, well, that sounds familiar, but I don't remember. And I looked up, it's from Tsukihime, and I'm like, I haven't watched or read any Tsukihime, so
I had to Google a lot. There's like you said, Dead Apostles. There's the fake servants.
yeah, fake servants.
I'm like, what the freak are these?
I think this is the concept for this project.
Yeah, but I had to figure out what
but
that
I didn't
was.
even know you could do that in the series, and that throws you for a loop.
It
then
did.
even the main character is a reference to a thing called Fate Prototype. And I was like, when they brought something up about it, I was like, wait, what? So I looked that up.
If you like Fate, you probably adore this show. There's no doubt about that. Well, I guess before we do talk about Asobi Asobase, I do want to talk. I got two more things that I thought about that I want to bring up. The first one is about season 2 of One Piece on Netflix has just started airing, and I'm just about done with it. The live action.
I haven't even started it.
Yeah, the live action released, I want to say Thursday. I'm just about done with it. It's really good. Not much else to say other than it's really good. And this is still stuff that I've read in the manga, so I can still follow along pretty easily. I know exactly what's happening. They're pretty dang faithful to the original work. Yeah. No doubt about that.
How much do they cover in this season?
This one ends after the Chopper arc.
Oh.
So not to Alabasta yet.
Oh.
Well, I got a question then for you guys. Do you think I should watch the live action or just wait until this anime remake comes out?
I just watch the live action, and it's fun. It's a good time. It's classic shonen. You can turn your brain off when they start fighting. So
a lot of people have watched this, and some people even got into One Piece because of this.
I know
live action.
I know lots of people really liked this. Like my parents watched it; they really liked it. My brother and his wife, they watched it, really liked it. So I'm sure they are excited that season 2 is out. They've probably started watching it. But
maybe I'll give this one a go then.
I would recommend it. They did a good job with it. Which is crazy because it's still an anime, and it still feels like I'm watching an anime because of the stupid anime stuff that they do.
Yeah.
But they get away with it. Like, it works. They somehow made it work even though it looks like real life. Like, kudos to them. They killed it. Season 2, probably, I don't know. I don't think I like season 2 as much as I like season 1, but I think I just like the story in season 1 better. Like, I even thought that with the manga back then. But regardless, it's still just exactly the same story as the manga. They really haven't changed anything, if at all anything that I can think of. Oh, no, there's a couple stuff I can think of that they did change, but they're not like that big. They're more so things that like Oda put into the manga much later that like not that necessarily retcon something in the past, but gives more context to something in the past. They just gave it the context right then and there. Call it a day.
I see. Which
I don't think is bad. I think it's fine. And then the other final thing that I want to talk about that is really interesting is I know Thane is because I talked with him about it. But Skylar, are you caught up on Chainsaw Man? Did you read last Tuesday's chapter?
Let me look.
Well, at the very end of the chapter, there was something on that last page that kind of blew up the entire internet.
I have not read it. Should I quickly read it?
It might take you some time.
Oh, is there actual words?
There's not a lot of words, but like you want to think about this.
Okay.
I can still spoil this last little thing because it's not like a spoiler for the story. It's you know how at the very bottom of the pages when you're reading on Shonen Jump, at the very end of the thing, it says like next chapter on March 17th. Well, it says final chapter coming in 2 weeks.
So it's done.
It's done, I guess.
I'm kind of mad because there's a lot of plot. There's a few plot points.
They kind of didn't wrap up.
They didn't wrap up.
There's a lot of theories, though. And we can talk about the theories after the podcast when you've read it.
Yeah.
Because it is interesting, a lot of the theories. A lot of the theories regarding to like it's probably not done. There might be a part 3. They might continue doing something. I don't know. We'll see.
Knowing Fujimoto, he's done this before where suddenly Chainsaw Man 1, it felt like a complete story when it ended at like chapter 98. But this one,
it feels like you're missing stuff.
Yeah. It's like there's no way he's done. Like if he ended it and then he starts a new series, he's probably gonna like troll us, and then like suddenly it's actually a Chainsaw Man sequel.
Yeah, it would be surprising
Yeah.
if they don't continue on, unless somehow the last chapter that comes out in 2 weeks or whatever somehow
It's like
resolves
It's
everything.
a huge ass 100-page
Yeah.
chapter.
Like who knows? It's just very funny that he just dropped out out of nowhere. Just said final chapter coming in 2 weeks.
And we had been talking too about it, where we're like, yeah, this feels like the end game of Chainsaw Man.
It did.
But I don't think we could have predicted it that quick.
no, it felt almost too quick.
It
Almost.
feels like, not to give too many spoilers, but it feels like the bad guys are going to win.
And maybe that's what it is.
It could be. It could be. What a weird story to end
Yeah.
it that way, though, in my opinion. Anyway, let's talk about our anime that we have chosen to watch for the last 2 weeks. Thane, like I said, chose for us Asobi Asobase. It's really fun to say, especially because like every single cut in between each of the little episodes they say it, and it got stuck on my brain. It's fun to say out loud. You know, it's good stuff. But without further ado, let's go spoiler mode. We're talking about it. 12 episodes.
There's not much to spoil.
spoil.
It's like spoiling a Saturday Night Live sketch.
It really is.
When I was watching this, it literally just reminded me of like cartoons. Just the way
Yeah.
the format is
Yeah.
total SpongeBob, 15-minute episode that you watch. You're like, oh, this is where the commercials were.
Well, Thane, you picked it. Tell us about it.
Asobi Asobe is a slice of life comedy where it's just about 3 girls. Then they made up a club because they don't really want to do anything and call it the Pastimers Club. And wacky hijinks ensue. Like
Like learning where babies come
yeah,
from.
like learning where babies come from, and playing stupid games, like playing a mobile game that looks cute, but it's actually like PUBG, and the characters die graphically.
Yeah, or they play a shoe tossing game
Yeah.
where the winner ends up breaking all
Yeah,
the bones in her body.
I liked the one where they had the Pokemon Go, but it was looking for bacteria.
Yeah.
That was good.
it's like, hey, there's black mold on your bottle. What?
Was it in her armpits too? Because her armpits
'Cause
stunk.
she's-
Yeah.
yeah. It's really is just a show about 3 girls being stupid because they're
Yeah.
all 3 dumb. It was
And
very
I looked it up,
enjoyable.
and it's like, I wonder if this was written by a woman, because this seems more relatable to
The girls.
high school girls, and it is. It's written by a woman.
Was it a manga originally?
Yeah, it's manga.
And there's only this one season, correct?
Yeah, no season 2, unfortunately.
Some of the jokes I thought were very clever, and it made it even more funny knowing that the girls were pretty naive when it came to certain things.
Yeah.
But like whenever their teacher would come in and interact with them, she would be more self-aware than them. And
Yeah.
anyway, I felt more like the teacher than I ever did the girls.
Yeah, I
Just
get
like
that.
That's me. I'm the one coming in here like, oh my God, everyone chill.
You don't have the
pretty
heart
good.
to tell them some things. Like, where do babies come from? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right? She's just like, I'm not touching that.
And then they roast her. They're like, she wouldn't know. She's not married.
Yeah.
It's like, shot to the heart.
Yeah, it's a funny one, no doubt about that. There were definitely times I was laughing out loud. I'll be like laying in my bed watching on my phone at night, and it's like midnight. I'm just laughing like an idiot, dude. I'm just like, this is so stupid. I'm just midnight by myself.
Dude, the voice acting was so good too, though. Like there were some guttural screams that those girls delivered.
Yeah.
It was very plus the animation I thought just added to it of like they would be freaking out or screaming, and then the way that they're animated, it just looks gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you said it was like SpongeBob, that really that clicked for me. For the longest time, I watched it, and every time they would go kind of like that body horror is the best way to put it. When they do it, kind of like, I was like put off. I'm like, man, I don't like to look at that. Like I know they're doing it for the bit, but after you said it's SpongeBob, I was like, oh freak, that's exactly what that was. That was just SpongeBob.
Yeah. We're like twins, and the pipe and the flesh tube connecting them.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say other than I think that from the comedy anime, the comedy animes I've seen, I would say this one's on the upper end of those, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was very funny. I still think something like Konosuba is like top tier for me. Even Kaguya-sama has some really super funny moments.
I'm surprised that the humor landed as well as it did, because usually you get that random, like, hard to understand through translations and language barriers and culture barriers. This one didn't really have much of that. There was every now and then they would say something about something that I didn't really quite understand because I didn't get the culture / language barrier kind of thing. But for the most part, like, you're not wrong. This is definitely one of the better comedies out there that you could watch just because of that alone.
And the what was I gonna? I think it's the characters add to the comedy aspects of it, because I'm usually like a proponent of watch a comedy anime in your native language. So I was very skeptical going into this one. Still funny, still really good. And I think going back to the characters, I think the naivety of the girls added it to me, or added the funniness to me anyway. I'm not sure why, but it does. Maybe it's because I'm the wise adult watching and I deal with people that are similar to them.
Yeah.
So I guess it's realistic is what I'm getting at. Maybe that's the part that I related to.
Yeah. And I agree. It's as realistic as something like watching The Office is, right? Like, The Office is realistic to a certain degree. There's obviously some stuff that are like way out there because it's a television show. Yeah. And just like this anime, it was the closest I felt like I was watching American television, save for when we watched Panty and Stocking, basically.
Yeah.
It's probably the best way to put it. This literally felt like I was watching an American television show with the style and everything like that, the way the punchlines were delivered and all that. It felt very much like either, like you said, SpongeBob, or watching something like The Office, or insert other comedy, Community. There you go. There's another one. I was watching that recently. So, but honestly, solid though. It is a good show. It's really hard to talk about it though, because nothing really happens at the end of the day. None of the characters, there's no character growth. Literally the whole point is just to be funny, and it's freaking funny. It fulfills its one job, really.
Yeah, I mean, you go ahead, Thane. Sorry.
It's like a variety show. You can just make 1 million seasons of this.
Yeah, totally. Like SpongeBob.
Yeah, or Simpsons.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Honestly, Simpsons is probably another really good comparison. Yeah. Because every now and then there are some crossover episodes that progress into the other ones, like Simpsons does. I don't think SpongeBob ever did that kind of stuff. So
not very often. They would very rarely do like a 2-part.
Yeah, I remember there was a
2 or 3
Who
part
Shot
series.
Mr. Burns.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking when I said The Simpsons does it. Because
and also, if a voice actor dies, you usually kill off its character.
Yeah.
Like Maude Flanders.
Yes.
Well, she didn't die. She just quit.
Yeah. I guess the final thing to say is I definitely, when I watch a show, I usually don't enjoy just strictly comedy. And this is still fun. I still enjoyed it. But I definitely prefer it when it's something like Konosuba, where there's still a story to it. Like, it's not just strictly comedy. There's still something happening. Like, characters will still get growth. And there's a reason why they do what they do, rather than just living. And I think that's partly why I'll watch stuff like The Office or Community and really enjoy it, because there is still some character development and character growth throughout all the episodes. Sure, most episodes are kind of just one-off doing their own stupid thing, but every now and then you get that. And this one doesn't have it. And I wonder if it's just because it's short, just because it's got that 12 episodes. You said it was a manga, correct?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if you read the manga, if you get anything like that going forward. Because there are some things, like I said, that do carry over between episodes to episodes. Like some stuff you should know from previous episodes that will help out. And I wonder if any of that stuff can like come full circle and then tell a complete story where people grew, I guess. I don't know.
Or it tells the greatest joke ever, and it's only in the manga.
Yeah, maybe that's the
I would like
ticket.
a comedy manga to be so genius where it's like there's bits and pieces of one joke, and then the final chapter just has the punchline of the joke, and you're like, oh,
That'd have been cool if that would be part of the joke, right? Because they joke about near the end of the series that there's gonna be a season 2, then one of them goes, no, there's never gonna be a season 2. Like, whatever, that's part of the joke, that the actual finishing joke is in the manga. You gotta you watch the anime, then you go read the manga to get the rest of the joke or something.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
I would
granted,
like there
this-
to be a season 2, but
Yeah,
it
I'd
never
watch a
happened.
season
I think
2 of
not-
this.
I think not many people watch this,
Yeah.
which is a shame. This is one of the better comedy mangas.
What it reminded me of too, just another one, is Way of the House Husband, where it's just
Yeah.
like kind of slapstick slash, 10 quick, 10-minute episodes, super quick, and there's a few of them per episode, which it's very fun and enjoyable, but there's just not a lot there.
Not a lot of sustenance, not a lot of that meat on those bones. And that's what I look for. And honestly, at this point, I feel like I've already analyzed it more than most people have in their entire lives. Which is interesting.
that I've even seen this, because it really is just turn it on and laugh.
Yeah.
It really, yeah. When it comes
Just
down
a
to, that's what it is.
daily sitcom, just another episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
It's a show about nothing.
Oh, well, we got no other shows to talk about, or to pick for next time. So I guess we see you next time.
Yeah.
with the
Quick
season
episode.
2.
Yeah, we didn't have much about. We would say watch it because the jokes, like in the first episode, to give away a joke, there's that one of the teachers walks by, and
gross.
he sees a liquid come out, and it says a shocked face. And what the girls are doing is they're just playing a little kiddie pool, and he thinks it's like some kind of other fluid or pee, and then he tastes it. It's like, what are you girls doing? It's like, oh, we're just playing with water. It's like, oh, I see. It's like, he sounds disappointed almost. And I was like,
I like that it showed Detective Conan for a second,
yeah.
though. Because he wanted to suss
Yeah.
it out.
It's like, bro, they went there. They went there with that joke.
Yeah. I think we could safely say we'd all watch a season 2 of
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah.
So there you have it. Good show. Give it a watch if you haven't watched it. I guess we didn't even spoil anything because there's not
Yeah.
really much to spoil. Maybe a half a joke or something
Another
we
thing
did.
is the brilliance of the opening and the ending. Because the opening is like, it's all a cutesy girl fantasy. I think, is this like a slice of life where girls do cute things? You watch the show and then the ending is like this
Chaotic
heavy
kinda.
metal
Yeah.
Screamo.
screamo stuff. And it's like, oh, it's like expectations versus reality.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's like, that's genius.
It honestly, yeah, comedy genius
Yeah.
right there for sure. Well, that does it. That wraps our show. It was a nice short one for you guys. Maybe I should have gotten all those synopses and summaries for all those 20 shows.
I think it's fine. We could do shorter episodes here and there.
Alrighty, we'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.